I'd like to begin with where I've seen most of my clients and my, people like us who have come in, let's say, in the 60s and 70s, right? They have been the entrepreneurs that have come into Dubai, right? And they have success stories to tell. Some of them have come in with, say, 10 rupees and 15 rupees that they tell us that, they came by via a boat. And, mind you, I'm saying rupees because at that time that used to be the Indian currency that used to be used. And there were funny incidences, like with one when I say that I walked into a supermarket. By then the dirham had just come in, and I bought something for 5 dirhams. There was no change. So the supermarket fellow just rips it apart and gives me the other half. And I'm like shocked. And I said, what is this? He says, nahi, chalega, yahan chalta hai, take it in. It's like you will get the other 50%. I'm talking of the days back then, right, where if we went on a drive on, what is Jumeirah Beach Hotel today, there used to be small coffee shops. And we would very often meet Sheikh Rashid. He was sitting there and talking to people like one of us would just stop by and talk to them. I know of people who have come in as blue-collared workers, right? And today they're owning, like corporates. They all have stayed in labor camps. People here have got wealth and they have been prudent enough in handing over their wealth to the next generation. But just handing over the wealth to the next generation, I feel is being complacent. What I see lacking is that we have wealthy families and they're just at that where they need one stepping stone to start making dynasties now of that same wealth. Why is it that we don't have that many families in the wealthy list? Why is it that we only come across families like Rothschild and Bloombergs and I can give the names all more on the western side. But I would love to see this happening this side because we have reached that stage. It is just taking an aerial view from above and seeing the bigger picture. Not just seeing that, okay, like the most of the people feel very comfortable and complacent with the fact that they have taken the necessary legal steps to leave a legacy. Intergenerational planning is, putting in a roadmap to secure that your wealth carries on from one generation to another. And to me, intergenerational planning has 2 important arms or 2 important strategies, as I call it. One is that you establish a family foundation, and the second hand is to invest in the dynamic 6D fund. All right, these 2 together will give you a roadmap to secure your generations on generations.